Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of war game review institutions. This is War of the States, Chickamauga and Chattanooga from Avalanche Press. I got this with a lot of games that I bought. There's a problem with this, though. I asked the guy when I bought the games, I said, are these complete? And he said, as far as I know, they're complete. Well, this was missing the rule book, but fortunately, Avalanche Press had a version you could download, so I was able to download the rulebook, but that still makes me angry, so I will never buy anything from that guy again. Alright, in the fall of 1863, the Union armies moved south against Atlanta. The Confederates stopped their advance at Chickamauga Creek in North Georgia, then besieged the Union supply center of Chattanooga, Tennessee. But in the battle above the clouds, the Yankees broke the blockade. Includes both of these hard-fought battles in a combined campaign game. Alright, it says it takes 2 to 8 hours to play. And scale 1 inch equals 325 yards. Playing pieces 128 1 1/3 inch ones and 181 2/3 inch ones, and it's got 2 maps and 12 pages. Well, it's supposed to have 12 pages of rules. That's actually wrong. It's a 20-page rule book for the War of the States series. So let's take a look inside. Here's what I had to print out since the rules were missing. So let's just go through these real quick. Alright, going over definitions and then components. Looks like they have combat strength and morale and number of steps. Sequence of play, there's a weather phase, reinforcement phase, command phase, initiative phase, activation phase, action phase, and a cavalry charge segment. Oh, that's part of the action phase. The cavalry charge, artillery segment, movement segment, assault segment, second activation phase then, and then second action phase, and third and subsequent activation and action phases, followed by a recovery phase and then a new turn. And it's going over command now. And going over activation in more detail. And going over leader rules and stacking. Looks like only a certain number of strength points can occupy a single area at the time. So I guess stacking is based on strength points then. Alright. It's got facing. Alright, now it's going over movement. Morale, cavalry charges. Artillery, bombardment, line of sight. Oh, it looks like you can have human shields. Interesting. Now it's going over assaults. And retreats and advances. And recovery. And followed by reinforcements. Alright, and here's an ad for Granada. I reviewed that I think that was about 2 years ago that I reviewed that. It had nice components. Game was alright, but the components were better than the game, but it was alright. Looks like we have a turn record track and a weekly track here for each side. And here's the scenarios. There's Chickamauga, Chattanooga. Well, those aren't the scenarios, but that's just given the order of battle. Scenario 1. How many are in here? There's 3, 5. Looks like there's 7 scenarios. Alright, so you got some replayability there, pretty good. And here's the maps. Looks like there's some type of area maps. They look alright, I guess. Nothing special. Just an area map. Here's another one. This one's a little bit more interesting. This has a river on it and stuff, and some streams, or creeks as they call them. And here's the counters. And 2 days. Counters look pretty good. Yeah, they're good looking counters. Oops, this one's got a few, or this one's coming out of the bag here. Let me put it back in there. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys soon, and have a good evening.